You may notice a familiar scenery if you watch HERMITCRAFT Season 7. Today, we're going to be taking a look at the top 10 bases in HERMITCRAFT Season 7. And I have taken the Diamond Throne for myself. No one's here. Who's going to stop me? And I really want to advocate before I start this video, this is just my opinion. You do not have to like my opinion, you don't even have to agree with my opinion. And just because I'm doing a top 10 video doesn't mean I think the base at number 1 is better than, say, the base I choose at number 10. They are all absolutely incredible bases, and every single hermit has done incredible builds on HERMITCRAFT Season 7. They're just my personal favourite, so please don't take this too seriously. And before we take a look at any bases, can we just appreciate how incredible their shopping district is? It is full of absolutely incredible builds. HERMITCRAFT Season 7 was absolutely incredible, and I've been wanting to do this video for a very, very long time, and it feels very cool to actually be in the map and looking at these builds. It's a very different experience looking at the builds yourself than actually watching it on a YouTube video. You get a very, very different vibe. Enough rambling, let's go check out base number 10. And coming in at number 10 is Xisumavoid. I absolutely love this base. It is just one of the most unique bases in HERMITCRAFT Season 7. Each build is incredibly different, and they've all got these really weird geometric shapes, and I absolutely love what he did with his base in HERMITCRAFT Season 7. I mean, look at these builds. I think this build right here is probably my favourite by Xisumavoid. It's just really, really cool, and he has the earth sat on top of it, which makes it that much cooler. And trust me, trying to do geometric shapes or circles in Minecraft are incredibly difficult, and he did this very, very well. Coming in at number 9, we have Impulse. This base is absolutely huge, and I don't think it's even the biggest base on HERMITCRAFT Season 7, but again, every single mega base in HERMITCRAFT is absolutely enormous, and this base again is just really, really cool. Every hermit has such a unique building style, and they all show their strengths in their own way, and I personally really, really like this base. Now, Impulse actually changed his base midway through the season. He was originally going up and then decided to tear most of it down and go out instead, and honestly, that was a really, really smart decision because this base turned out to be absolutely awesome, and I actually really like the pink with it. It was originally yellow, he changed the colour a few times, and then he just decided to leave it pink when Stress took over the base in the big base swap. Again, this base is absolutely awesome, and I really love the giant pyramid in the centre with all the beacon beams around and these little towers going around the outskirts. HERMITCRAFT Big Bunker Search, the HCBBS. I think every hermit has had one iteration of their own version of HCBBS. The HERMITCRAFT Big Base Swap, the HERMITCRAFT Big Barge Sweep, the HERMITCRAFT Bilbo Baggins Society, and now the HERMITCRAFT Big Bunker Search. Coming in at number 8, we have Iskal's Omega Tree of Doom. This tree is absolutely enormous. Like, seeing it in video and then seeing it in person is a very, very different experience. This build is honestly absolutely mega, and I think this really falls under the category of a mega base. Now, I know Iskal didn't finish the tree, but I don't think that's really the point of HERMITCRAFT. Most HERMITCRAFT members don't really ever finish their bases because they're so unbelievably huge. They pour so much time and energy into their builds that I think it's okay that they don't finish the build, because at the end of the day, Minecraft is about creativity and creating something absolutely phenomenal. And if you don't finish it, that's okay, because that's what art is. Art's never meant to be finished. You can always add more to make it even better. Hello! And the great thing about this location of Iskal's base, it is right next to what's coming in at number 7. Mumbo Jumbo. This base, honestly, it's a weird one. It's raining again! I really am on the Hermitcraft map. Now this base is very different. It's a very weird, unique base, but I absolutely love it. And I kind of see what Mumbo was trying to do. He basically had like these futuristic weird spanner things around the outside of his base, and then it kind of goes into like an ancient temple. He's also got a really bizarre beating heart, and his base is actually alive. I think he is the only person on the server that created a base that is actually living. Mumbo was experimenting with terraforming, which is something I don't think he has ever tried to do. And he did a pretty good job of it. Not gonna lie, I quite like it. I think it is pretty cool. Now, I do think he could have maybe slowed down on the bamboo just a little bit. He did maybe go a little bit bamboo crazy, but it is still an absolutely awesome base. And then obviously Scar added in these chains to connect up to his base, and I think that just completed his base. It's just a really cool looking base. I think my favorite bit about this base is probably the entire temple and the fact that it's alive with a beating heart in the center of it. But I won't lie to you, this heartbeat, how did Mumbo deal with that? How did Mumbo deal with listening to this heartbeat 24/7? He must have turned off his note block sounds, because this would honestly, over a very long period of time, it would slowly drive me insane. Coming in at number 6, we have Tango Tech and Toon Towers. This base is really cool. I'm going to be saying that a lot in this video, but I absolutely love this base. It's just really fun, quirky and different. And I am taking huge inspiration from this base for my base that I'll be building over in VanillaCraft. Which, if you haven't checked it out already, please do. It's my SMP server that I am currently playing on, and I'm having an absolute blast. And the idea behind this base is fun. This base to me screams fun. Tango went for a really fun, colourful base that just pops, and everything he has done is very cartoonistic. Is that even a word? Cartoonistic? I feel like that's not even a word. Oh dear. And then this here is probably one of my favourite things about Tango's base. Now, Vintage Beef built a lovely piano, a grand piano that is falling on the coyote from the Roadrunner. It's just awesome. Roadrunner was my childhood, and this here is just absolutely insane. I believe this was done by Zombie Cleo, and she does all of these incredible things with the armor stands. I've got absolutely no idea how she does this. Now, things here are obviously a little bit framey because we are directly next to Impulse's base and Aquatown and the shopping district. So do bear in mind, if things are a bit framey, that is why. Again, Tango, an incredible base, and I really cannot wait to see what he can do in Season 8. Coming in at number 5, we have Keralis and his absolutely enormous city. This place is so big, I can't even render in the entire city. It's such a mega build, and it is absolutely phenomenal. I have never seen anyone build a city quite like this in Minecraft. I mean, look at this ship. Look at the amount of detail Keralis has put into this single build. I think this was probably one of the builds that took him the longest than any other build in his entire city. No wonder he needed so many cobwebs. Oh my goodness gracious me. It's just an absolutely awesome build. Again, absolutely love it. Now, obviously, I'm not going to go into crazy amounts of detail looking at all of these bases, because I could literally be here for hours looking at every single detail and examining everyone's bases on Hermitcraft Season 7. Coming in at number 4 is Grian's mansion. This base is huge. It's absolutely enormous, and I absolutely love it. I really love what Grian did with the mansion. Now, obviously, the biggest meme of Grian's mansion was the back of the mansion, which he didn't quite finish. But I think he kind of left it deliberately, because no build, like I said earlier, really ever needs to be complete. And this build is pretty complete in my opinion. Again, this build is just absolutely incredible. I really love the color scale he's gone for with the grey and the black and the green. I just think it all blends in really well together, and I really love that little G at the top right there. But there is one thing about Grian's base that does bother me. The chest monsters. He has this entire storage system that he basically doesn't use. He built a storage system before Mumbo, and he basically does not use this thing ever, because most of his items are just chest monsters strewn around his base absolutely everywhere. Oh wait, there's a secret room and more chest monsters. Oh, Grian. Oh, this is a very green thing to do. There's chest monsters absolutely everywhere inside of Grian's base. This is honestly the best discovery I think I've made in this video. Just Grian's chest monsters. It's the best thing you could ever discover. Just have a look around Grian's base and I'm sure you'll find some more. Coming in third place is Etho. This is honestly one of the weirdest bases I have ever seen. Etho's base is bizarre, and I think this portrays Etho's mind and personality perfectly. But the thing I love about Etho's base is his block palette. He has used so many different blocks in his base, and each corner of his base has some kind of redstone contraption and functionality. Now, the thing that makes Etho's base so weird, there is no exterior. His base is completely made out of interiors, and that's why it is such a weird base. I've been watching Etho since 2013, which is a very, very long time. And I've seen all kinds of different creations from Etho, and I think this is one of my personal favourite bases he has ever done. Simply because of just how cool it is, and I would love to see him do something similar in the future, maybe on HERMITCRAFT Season 8, or maybe in his Let's Play world. Etho is a mad genius. I think that's the only way you can describe Etho. And coming in at number 2, we have the man himself, the mayor of the shopping district. Good times with Scar. Now, Scar actually had a couple different bases. He had his mega base, and then this one. This magical forest. And obviously, we are starting on the snail, Scar's starter house. This base is absolutely incredible. One of my favourite bases from HERMITCRAFT Season 7. It is just beyond beautiful. Honestly, I never thought I would use that word in Minecraft, and I just did, because that is the only way I can describe this base. Now, you thought Grian's chest monsters were bad? Scar is on a whole nother level. In his last episode, he said to not look down there, and with good reason. Oh my goodness gracious me. Scar, you, sir, are a chest monster madman. And this is supposed to be the Kaguma, designed by Mumbo, and Scar's basically just filled it with chest monsters. Scar's chest monsters are just beyond insane. He has so many chests and shulker boxes, just absolutely everywhere. Every build is so incredibly well done and incredibly detailed. His terraforming is just absolutely awesome. I just really enjoy being in this base. There's just something about it that just makes you feel happy. Also, I absolutely love this snail. This snail is awesome. I think it's really funny, and I love that it has a diamond mustache. Or a diamond beard, sorry. Oh, Scar, you are honestly a wonder to watch, and watching Scar's builds is just, there's so much inspiration to be taken here. There really is. I'm probably going to examine the hell out of this place and try and find out how Scar does the builds that he does. And coming in at number 1, my personal favourite base out of any other base for HERMITCRAFT Season 7 is Bdubs. B-double-O. This base is just, honestly, I have no words to describe this base. This little area here is relatively small. But then the man built an entire mountainside and a castle for a backdrop. Who does that for a backdrop? It's just absolutely insane, and this build right here is my favourite build of HERMITCRAFT Season 7 out of any other build. Honestly, it's a masterpiece. It is absolutely incredible, and Bdubs, you are one insane builder. The way he color scales and the blocks he chooses to use just really is out there. I mean, he's using acacia, concrete, different types of stone, even using coal, and he's got some glazed terracotta mixed in there. Everything about this castle is just awesome. There's a naturally generated mountainside in Minecraft, and then there's Bdubs mountainside. And before we end out this video, let's just have a little look behind the castle. Again, absolutely phenomenal build. Bdubs, you really do deserve #1 for this one. And thank you very much for watching today's video. I really do hope you enjoyed it. I had an absolute blast creating this video, and if you want to see me do more things on the Hermitcraft map, then let me know in the comments. And hopefully I can make this into an entertaining video. Anyway, thank you very much for watching. I'll catch you in the next one.